Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and in this video I want to talk to you about the Solana token creator apps, or these easy token creator programs that allow you, the end user, to create a token with no coding whatsoever. They're great, they're convenient, there is a market or a niche for them. However, at what cost? Well, we're going to talk about that in today's video. Also, I will be releasing content and information to Patreon and members of the channel on how to create a Solana token with all the information, guides, and links to help them successfully launch their token. If you're interested in that, become a member, become a Patreon, become a supporter of the channel. Now, as far as these programs or these easy token creators go, they're really easy to use, and the average end user can use them. But some of them might be scams, so be careful. Some of them will charge you a entirely different amount than what you could do if you learn to code yourself. And it's not as hard as people think. People think coding is hard. It really just depends on the language. And some of these languages, if you're familiar with, Java, C++, HTML, CSS, you might be able to pick up the Solana CLI and Rust a little bit easier than most. Maybe the Solidity language might be a little bit rougher for people to learn, but you can still learn it. It just takes time. So the cost here is going to be time versus convenience, okay? Just keep that in the back of your mind. Now, if we go to Google and we search create a crypto token generator, we're going to see stuff for ERC20, Bet20, Solana, so on and so forth, and various programs or applications like Cointracker or Smithy or Orion. So many good options out there, but with risk. And again, some of them are copycats, so you might get scammed because it might look like a legit tool, but it might not be. If we look at Solana token creators on Google, you'll see the first one that pops up is Cointracker. Then DappRadar actually recommends one which is called Smithy or Smith II, and I might be pronouncing that incorrectly. I actually talked or pinged the CEO on Twitter, by the way. Solana token creator. Then you got Orion tools, which we actually seen a content creator utilize. And I just want to show you the price difference between using one of these easy creator apps versus doing it yourself, right? If we go to Orion tool, which one of the content creators in the crypto community has utilized before, look at how easy this is. All I gotta do is put in a name, a symbol, decimals. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be the number 9 if it's like a meme coin type project. Otherwise, you can see it provides you additional information as to what you should use for the decimals. Description, we call it thin air. TA symbol is the symbol, and then description, thin air token, the future of air. Just playing around, and then I added one of my favorite breweries here in Florida, just as a picture, because you can upload a PNG or what have you. And now, if we hit create token, you're gonna see something pop up in the top right. And if I get out of your way, you do want to use Phantom Wallet is my recommendation. But if we get out of the way, I have no Solana in here, which is why we're getting that error. But it's going to cost us only 3 cents for a network fee. That's not bad. You think that's all you're paying. No. Go and expand the advanced section and scroll down. And what you see is there's a fee of 0.004146 SOL. But if you scroll even further down, there's a fee to create this token of 0.5. Right? That's going to create your token. That's going to mint the supply to your wallet. That's going to add the description. It's going to add the image, the symbol, all that good stuff. So the base token is done, but that's not the end of it, because there's a lot of steps that you need to complete in order to make your token available and launch it on an actual crypto market. So we're going to cancel out of this. Remember that number. So 0.5 just to create your token. And most of these websites, whether we're on Smithy or other ones, will have the same price. And some of these tools have different features, which is really cool, actually. And again, these markets, there's a market for these, and they're great tools. But at the bottom of Smithy or Smith II, you can add your website, your Twitter, your Telegram, your Discord, so on and so forth. Now we need to revoke our freeze in order to make it launchable with a liquidity pool. We need to revoke our mint. Not necessarily needed, but it's a way to kind of get the community to trust you, right? Especially when you're a new token. You don't want to be able to freeze their account and take their funds, and you don't want to be able to mint new tokens just out of thin air for no reason. Now, you can offset that by promising the community you're going to burn your tokens, but that's a completely different ball game in a completely different video. The point is look at the price of each of these. 0.1 SOL for each of these. So that 0.5 just turned into 0.8. So by the time you're done using these easy creator apps, whatever it might be, this is how much Solana you're going to pay. 0.82 or about zero point 0.8 Solana. That's almost $120 right now at time of filming. And it doesn't matter if Solana goes down and is less than $100. It's still going to be the same amount of Solana that you're having to spend using one of these easy creator apps. And again, I'm not trying to harp on them. They're not all bad. There are some negative aspects out there. Like some people on different forums said that Smithy is a scam, or that they lost their tokens, or that when they created a liquidity pool, it was stolen or what have you. I wasn't there, so I can't validate that. And again, I did talk to the CEO of Smith II, or Smithy, and they've been making some real good updates on their website. So I like their creator tool, but rather than utilize it and spend over $100, anywhere from $75 to $120, learn the code yourself. It's not that hard. You can install it on Windows, you can install it on Linux. And what's funny is just like most of the mining applications we're used to, 9 times out of 10, if you type the program name and then -- help, it will give you a set of information or commands that you can utilize. Solana space -- help. There's all the commands you can use, right? Get your balance, check this, send Solana, send the Solana token, or SPL - token is the one that we use. SPL - token -- help. All the commands again. Very easy to use, just takes more time and more effort on your part, and all the information is out there and it's free. All I did was gather all that information, put it into a document, and put it and making it available to my Patreon and supporters of the channel. Yes, it's behind a paywall, but I just want to help the community that has supported this channel for such a long time, but still have the opportunity for me to gain more supporters and listeners. So I understand that might put off people, but if you know me and you know my channel, I've always been open source, objective, and trying to share as much information as possible, especially when people are trying to take advantage of you. So the best tip that I can share with this video is that if we use these Solana token creator apps, you're going to spend $70 to $120 depending, or 0.8 Solana, whatever that is at current prices when you're watching this video, versus this is how much I spent to get everything ready, including airdropping, which cost money to 45 different people. I spent 0.08 Solana, $11.75 to airdrop, to create the token, to mint it, to revoke the authority or the freeze authority, to revoke the mint authority, to make it immutable, which means I can't edit the metadata, and airdrop it. I only spent 0.8 Solana or less, or $11.75. So what's better, $120 or $11.75? I'll let you decide. Just know that there is a market for these easy creator apps. People that have the type of Solana that they can just throw around like that, this is a great tool to where they can easily make a new token, throw it up there, throw it out, create the market, whatever, and then you're good to go. And some of these tools have even extra features to where you can airdrop through them, right? Token multi-sender. I like this one, where you can upload all the addresses via CSV and just airdrop all at once. You can also do that with the Solana CLI or SPL token, CLI or command line interface, along with maybe Python, and I have that in my guide as well. Or you could do some token management, right? You could do all kinds of stuff. Create an open book market, right? Which you're going to need in order to launch your token on Radium, and so on and so forth. So many great options that these tools have. I'm just saying, weigh out the pros and cons, the cost of using this versus you just taking the time to learn the commands you need, or on a weekend, on a weeknight, whatever it might be. It did take me a little bit of time, but once I researched, got everything, because some of the guides out there are outdated, or the commands don't work, or for example, the Solana token list has been archived, so you can no longer add to it. So there's different ways to add your metadata and all that stuff. All that's going to be in my document, but the information is out there for you to go hunt if you want to do it for free yourself. So save your money, take all that money you would have spent on creating your token with one of these apps, and put that towards the liquidity, because you're going to need it. It's not cheap. And that's what I wanted to be, share with you today. And that's going to do it for today's video as well. So do me a favor on the way out. Hit the like button. Make sure to get subscribed. Hit the notification button to stay up to date. So as check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. And you just have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. I'll catch you next one.